the race while we coming down the home stretch. I don't fault you for that, but don't sit here and act like you know everything that happened in the last year when you only been here for 5 minutes. That's like showing up on earth and we already been here. One of us got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel. The rest of us skateboarding to the doors of hell, and you just showed up dripping wet talking about, I got this thing figured out. You ain't got nothing figured out, because the only way you can get wisdom is through time. It takes time to accumulate wisdom. You can't learn wisdom. You can't take a crash course in wisdom. You can't go online to get a wisdom. You can't even Google your way to wisdom. You can't read your way to wisdom. You can't bullshit your way to wisdom. The only way you can get to wisdom is having some more time on the clock. That's why you got to be careful who you give your time to. You see, the only thing that you can't get back when you laying on your deathbed is a couple more minutes. The only thing that you can get, you can have all the money in the world. You can have all the fame in the world. You can be the smoothest, the most eloquent, the most beautiful, the most surgically transplanted. But one thing you ain't gonna get is another second. When it's over, it's over. And you're gonna be laying there wishing that you hadn't spent all that time being petty, that you hadn't spent all that time digging around in mess. You're gonna wish for 2 seconds that you had took some of that time and saved it, and not gave it away like you was passing yourself around like a cheese plate at a party. A lot of people end up at the end of their life wishing that they could go back and do it all over again. Well, why are you sitting around thinking about doing it over again? Get it right now with the time you got left, because the one thing, let me teach right here real quick, the one thing that you have that's valuable to anybody is time. You don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. Why the hell you think they put you in a cage for so long? They're taking not your freedom. They're taking your time. They are running the clock down. It's like in the basketball game. They got just a little bit of time left. Football game, they do it too. They already gonna win the game. All they got to do is hang on to the ball. So what do? They get in a huddle, take their time. They come out the huddle, take their time getting set up. They get the ball. Then as soon as the ball get hyped, he just fall on it. Wasting time. And most of y'all don't know this, but one of the things that you're supposed to be a steward over, a good steward, one of the things that you are in charge of managing well, it's not the material things that he's given you, it's the time he has given you. So when you waste time and your hands are idle, that is an insult to the Creator. But when you're constructive with your time, when you're resourceful with your time, when you value your time, when you walk into the job and say, look at here, you know what I was thinking last night? And $7.25 is not worth the time of my life. My life is worth more than that. And I believe you should pay me more than that. But since you could never pay me what I'm worth, you could at least give me a raise. Because what you paying me right now is an insult. Whenever you go for a job, don't worry about what you're going to be doing on the job. When they offer you money for the job, say, hold on, you paying me for my time. You taking time from my life I can't get back. When I'm laying on my bed, $7.25 an hour is not going to keep my ass out the grave. So I need to be valuable with all my time. Brothers and sisters, y'all know damn well that if you found your significant other spending time with somebody else, I wouldn't care if they would read the scripture, shooting marbles or frying marshmallows. You wouldn't give a damn. It's the fact that you had time. I could come to your house right now, park my car outside, and we could sit there and stare at the sky all night long. It will drive your ex crazy. You know why? Because he has no idea how you spending your time behind closed doors. It is time that is valuable, and you only get wisdom by the amount of time you have sunk into this life. So don't get mad when you see somebody that has managed their time well. And don't get mad when you see somebody who has been a good steward over everything that they have been given to take care of for the short time that they here. So speaking of time, tonight we come to the last in the 8-part series where I have been doing an exegetical study of the Nephilim and the pyramid of the apocalypse, only for the real students of the FOF, and only for those who wake up every morning to have some form of intellectual intercourse with yours truly, so that you can get your mind right and smile and glow throughout your day. So when the haters come along, when the envious ones come along, when the jealous ones come along, when the backstabbing ones come along, when the critics come along, all you got to do is look at them and smile and keep it going. Kimmy Kennedy, I tried to tell him, you can't tell me nothing that I ain't already told you about myself. So I'm already in a good mood, and I'm going to stay in a good mood. Somebody say, I